Kenobi's corner, Kenobi's corner, Kenobi's corner. Doom.
Feel free to get all up on that microphone.
You gotta get
Was that a bad place to stop?
Ready? You ready?
I think so. I've been ready since 8 o'clock this morning.
All right, well, welcome, friends, to Kenobi's Corner. My name is Eric. This is Jonathan. I'm pointing right at him just because you can see points.
Yes.
And we got a new friend with us today, coming from the north.
From the north.
Yep. This is Matt. Can I say Matt G? Or
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm just playing the grumpy old man today. So I don't
Matt
care.
G stands for Grumpy Old Man.
There you go.
Come to sharing with us his wisdom from the north. We don't get people of your kind here very often.
I bring cold weather and dreams of marijuana, so I don't know what else you require of me.
Yeah, not much. Actually, that's plenty. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I didn't actually bring any, but you might just smell my shirt and get a contact high at this point. I don't know.
You definitely bring the cold weather, that's for sure. Where is it, by the way?
Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
We got to go that way.
We got it.
Which I will be.
Oh, that's right. You're going this week.
Yeah, we're actually doing another cast tomorrow night without you.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
We're upgrading. Eric, you're getting left behind.
Damn.
Yeah, it was a Yoko thing, honestly.
Oh, okay, right on.
Yeah, I mean, you're breaking up the corner.
Oh, damn it.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Sorry to let you know this way, too.
No, you couldn't even save
Live,
it for offline. You're just like, oh, by the way, we're moving in another direction. Actually, we're moving north. And you're not invited.
Well,
Thanks,
we
guys.
thought it was interfering with your sleep schedule.
Oh, yes.
The issue. So
You can take your nap times again, dude.
Oh, man. Don't kid. You can joke about anything. Just don't joke about my nap times, man.
That's
I need them.
real.
Well, man, I'm excited to have you here. We've been talking about it for a long time. I think since we started.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like episode 3, I
Yeah.
think, was when I wanted to get in on this. But
I know, man. And then we're like, let's get you down here. And then you're like, absolutely. I know I'm going to for surely be down in San Antonio soon. And then a year and a half later, here you are.
yeah, so I take, I take the same tactics that I take with girlfriends. It's like, I'll be there soon. And then I never show up. So
Nice.
whatever.
Got to leave them wanting more.
Whatever.
Like,
Yeah, it worked when I was 20.
Yeah.
It doesn't work anymore.
I think it still works. Obviously, it worked on us because here you are.
That's right. And this is a podcast and not a video cast because I'm ugly. So that's just keep it sane. Keep it PG for the kids.
Well, that's why we can't keep John in front of the camera.
Yeah, that's why I refuse every time.
Every single time.
That's all right. We're beautiful on the inside.
That's
yeah,
right.
that's what counts.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks, guys. Now that we've given each other verbal hand jobs, let's
Intermission. Oh wait, no.
let's jump into it. We got a few things to cover today, but we're going to talk about some Marvel news. Actually, all Marvel news, I think, and then a little bit of Hellboy fanfare, and then we'll talk about our main meat and potatoes later on here in the show. But let's get it started.
Is that porn?
Yes.
That's our main meat and potatoes?
Yeah.
High quality porn?
Yeah, actually the gravy is, sir. That's what you're missing out on. Sorry, Jonathan is already getting pink in the face. Like he's just like, where is this going?
Great.
What did I do? What did I sign up for?
Yep. I'll be the first person to get banned
Yeah.
from Kenobi's corner. You're not allowed in here anymore, sir.
Never again.
Never in this corner.
Right.
Actually.
Go start your own corner without us.
Well, speaking of corners, actually that's no transition whatsoever.
No.
So I was showing you this earlier, Matt. Ryan Reynolds himself tweeted out a nice little image of Cable in his full glory. Josh Brolin's been working out hard.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell, but none of that is CGI except for the eye and the arm and probably the lower torso. But the
just about everything.
Everything above the waist is for real.
Yeah. Look, I'm going to put this out there, and you guys can call it a hot take if you want to. I don't care. I think it's going to be Brolin's best role since he played George W. Bush. That's what I just think. I don't know. I mean, call me crazy, but I don't know.
I mean, I can see that, dude.
Don't misunderestimate him, okay? It's better than Bush.
No. Wow. You think it's better than Bush?
I think so. No, in all seriousness, look, I think Brolin's I think that's a great get for that particular character. I think he can pull it off, and the look alone sells it for me.
Yeah.
So I'm all in. I was all in on Deadpool anyway. It doesn't really matter, but this brings a new level to it. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah. He's a gruff looking dude, I think, from Go. And just to get him like ripped and all really like just cabled out is just awesome.
Yeah,
like,
heck yeah.
I didn't think that they'd be able to get somebody that close to him on the screen, and that's amazing.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. And you know what? Even more, like, just because Josh Brolin is like so. Like, he's good at playing serious roles, and to do Cable right, like, I think you have to make him. He's got to be very dead serious, but believe that that's the actual situation and how he should be behaving the whole time. But even though everybody else from every other angle is going to be like, that's just stupid, you know. But he's got to believe it and be sold on it. And I think he'll be great at that.
Yeah, no, because he's great at being serious with like a jackass around him, and that's no more truer than Men in Black 3.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's one. He's like deadpan, he's stone cold the whole time, and everybody else is just going crazy around him.
Yeah.
Little Willie Smith.
Willie Smith. Yep. Big Willie style. That's
Free Willie.
Oh, thank you guys. That's awesome.
So wait, when's Deadpool? When's that come out? Deadpool 2.
Oh, a year?
Is it next year?
Yeah.
Summer next year or something like that?
I don't even know if it's got a date.
Is it April? Is it May? I'm just going to keep saying dates.
We've decided that it's in the future.
Yes.
And that's all that we're willing to commit to.
It might have even said in there, right there on the bottom maybe, and I'm dumb. Let's see.
Dead air?
2018.
Really? Dead air? We can't have dead air.
This is the part that I cut out.
Yeah, this
is the magic that you don't see behind the scenes.
Yeah.
It's just me cutting out all the dead air of me and Eric just sitting staring at each other.
Yeah.
I thought you studied for this. I ask you one date question.
I know.
It goes
and then
off
you're
the
ready.
rails.
Oh, man.
It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
On dates wise, this is 2018, so
nobody knows. Well, because the last one is in February.
knows.
Remember?
yeah.
That's an odd release window.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on what else is
Looks
coming
like
out.
and it looks like estimates are saying June. So
Wait, when do we have Star Wars movies coming out next year? Because they'll want to avoid that.
Yeah.
Well, it's supposed to be like June, July for Han Solo,
For the
but
solo movie?
we still haven't even got a preview for that. So
Nobody knows.
Yeah, that may
Nobody
get pushed
knows.
too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because Howard's doing that now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opie?
Right off
Can't
of
get
right off of Apollo 13, he's doing it. So he's probably done some stuff.
I think
before
he's
then.
probably done movies
Okay.
since Apollo 13.
Nothing you've watched, apparently.
Yeah.
Nothing you took interest in.
No. His brother was in that movie, The Wraith. Remember? Have you seen the movie from the 80s, The Wraith?
Yeah.
With Charlie Sheen.
Yeah. His brother's been in a lot of stuff.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
I mean, do we want to talk about Star Trek? Do we want to go all the way back? I mean, we can go back to the original
What did he
series.
play? What did he play? Quado? Or who did he play for that?
I don't remember the character.
We're
name
going way
now,
off
though.
track here,
Yeah.
guys. I'm sorry.
That's bargain basement podcasting right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're taking us back to our roots.
See, that's what happens when the grumpy old man comes to the podcast. I'm going to take you guys back.
No, man, it's
Yeah.
good. It's good to be taken back to our roots. Sometimes we forget things. I forget things all the time. Obviously, we talked about that earlier today.
That's right.
Excited about that, nonetheless. But moving on. And
Moving on?
I threw this next story in there because it's just a little affirmation for
yes.
Jonathan. We talked about X-Men being possibly sidelined. Man, I think it was pretty much like a year ago.
Was it a year ago?
I feel like it was a year ago.
It was a long time ago because you were supposed to read Death of X. You never read Death of X.
a year ago, I think.
No, I don't think Death of X has been that long. But I mean, either way, like they've been trying to phase out X-Men comics. It feels like forever. Like all the lines started ending. They had a bunch of different endings, and then there was a little like resurgence that came up for all the X-Men stuff, which was cool. It was cool to see. But at the end of Secret Wars, that is the last time we ever saw the Fantastic Four. Like they had a grand finale. I don't know if did you ever read the Secret War stuff?
No, I think I started reading the Secret Wars when Deadpool was included.
Yeah, that's Deadpool's Secret Wars.
Yeah.
That was a good one. It was a good event. But did you ever read that, Matt?
A read?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That was a little too far. I shouldn't have done that.
That's not going to happen in my world ever. I might get the audiobook if it's available, but I don't.
Well, this would be audio graphic novel, maybe. They just describe everything on the page. I'm sure it'll be really nice.
We should do it.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, let's do it.
At the end of it, though, because it's Secret Wars was all about bringing all the planets together, bringing a bunch of different places together, and then having this giant event happen. And that's what this last one was when they kind of rebooted the whole universe. But at the end of it, the last pages and scenes that you get is the Reed Richards family basically helping rebuild the entire universe, where everything should be. So, and they didn't do it exactly what it was supposed to be or what it had been, but doing stuff as it kind of they thought it should be. So stuff got put into place, some stuff went away, some stuff got reset, and that's why they have this whole timeline break when they did that a few years ago.
Oh, really?
But I mean, they were the ones that were left there. Since they rebuilt everything, they didn't go anywhere. They stayed on the Secret War plane, which means that they would have just gone away. Yeah. So I think, and that's the last time we've ever seen Fantastic Four in the comics. I think, I don't think they've done anything with them ever since. So
yeah,
and
so
now,
how far?
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I want to say.
Actually, and I think that's it, because since then, Fant 4 Stick came out. And actually, I remember watching that instead of a movie that you really wanted me to watch.
Oh God, I was so mad.
I wanted instead of watching The Neverending Story, I think I watched Fant 4 Stick.
It was another one that you wanted to watch, and instead you watched Fantastic Four,
the reboot.
Yeah,
but really, and basically. A writer for the Fantastic Four has just come out and said, because the movies have been so terrible, they have been really asked to sideline those those storylines, and it kind of reiterates hey, whatever happens in the movie theater is going to come back and bite everybody in the ass in the comic book world. So which is crazy. They really should have done a more solid take on Fantastic Four. Now that they're going to reboot it with the child series, possibly, who knows? But I think it's going to be. I think this is just more telling of more of what Jonathan was talking about, and just getting out of it, cutting them out. Getting them out of
so
there.
is this Marvel's big lesson? Have they finally learned their lesson? We're not going to sell off our properties to let other studios screw us anymore.
Well,
geez.
man,
I
think that's exactly it too. Because after the '90s, when they were almost bankrupt, they started selling off their property, and then movies started getting made.
Yeah.
And then these movies started coming back and making them all this money, except for Fantastic Four, obviously.
Yeah.
Now they have.
Well, they got lucky on the Spider-Man thing too.
Oh. Yeah,
that's gone a little sideways at this point.
Yeah. Well, the original with Tobey Maguire. I mean, the first two were amazing. I mean, the first two were just Spider-Man. They weren't the Amazing Spider-Man, but I thought they were good.
Is that a grammar joke?
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Throwing some English humor in there. I don't know. I'm hoping that they're able to pull it back and do. I don't know if does Fantastic Four need a gritty reboot? Does it need a bunch of?
I don't think it needs a gritty reboot, but I think it just needs to find the proper voice. How do you tell that story? I feel like Marvel would have a good grip on it because they knew the audience they were writing for at that point. But I don't think Fox understands who they're trying to make these movies for.
No.
We went from being some kind of crazy. That one felt really geared toward teens, but it felt like the people writing it didn't know what teens like. So it was just all over the place. And now they're making a kids one, and that I don't think is going to fit either. So I don't know. I don't know what direction they should take it in, but I just don't think they have the right voice for that.
Yeah,
I think they let it sit. I think you let it sit for. Honestly, I think you let it sit for about 5 years.
Yeah.
I don't think you touch it for 5 years.
But they can't afford to do that because I think if they do that, I think if they go 4 years without making, they lose the rights.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what Marvel's trying to do. Honestly, I think they want to force them into that position where they can't do anything with it, and they have to give it up.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, because right now they don't have any stories. Like, if there's no new stories coming out, they're not. What are they going to
No.
do? The same stories like over and over again?
Yes. Well, and no matter what they do, they have to reboot.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't continue off of that last
Yeah.
one,
Oh, no.
obviously. So,
Absolutely not.
you know, I mean, where do you go? How many
Last
times do
one
you
was so
reboot that
bad.
franchise before you just give in?
Just done.
They finally got it right for Spider-Man, so hopefully.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was a fight, and I mean, that didn't
Oh,
come
yeah.
easy either. So
No.
Yeah. That also took a very large hack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. Well, speaking of Spider-Man, they're going to have a bunch of spin-off movies, one of which
now
is...
that's a segue.
Yes, right? Man, it got better. Yeah. So, you know, as we keep warming up,
It
like...
only took 70 episodes.
I know.
Right. Figuring this thing out.
I know. I remember like throwing a whole different sentences that didn't even make sense and like trying to make that fit. It's just
I remember how mad that used to get.
I know. You're like, what the hell are you talking about?
What you need to do, you remember like those books you had as a kid where you would play the audio tape with it and it would have the ding for like to turn the
Yeah. Oh,
page?
yeah.
That's what you guys need to do, like a ding next topic.
Yeah.
I'm just get a bicycle bell for you.
There you go.
And you edit out. How are they to know you don't do that now?
I mean, I don't know. They're not going to know. They're stop with the gummy bears.
Okay,
dude.
they're done.
I'm not going to buy any more of these.
Yeah.
I always want to chew them on the microphone.
What's wrong with? Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It gives Jonathan more work to do.
Give me that ice. I want to crunch on that for a while.
That was another one. Eric's banned from having ice in this room.
Yeah. Speaking of icy things, no.
Let's talk about the Winter Olympics.
Yeah. It's coming in February. Coming in hot. So the Spider-Man series is going to have a spin-off movie, Silver and Black. Silver Sable, Black Cat. Should be good, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? It's just, I have no clue. I really haven't followed Marvel's Catwoman in any kind of form or Silver Sable in that manner.
It was Black Cat, though, not Catwoman. Big difference.
I know. I said Marvel's Catwoman.
Okay,
because,
well, that's fair.
Because there's DC's.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah. I know.
Wait. Who had the rights to Catwoman? Because it wasn't Marvel. Was it Fox?
Sony?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it might have been Sony. Did Sony have Spider-Man and?
I think so.
so. Because they had a lot of
because they had a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering if Marvel knows how to do male superheroes and DC only knows how to do female superheroes.
Ooh.
And I wonder if this goes splat. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming, but Wonder Woman was pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to be good, and it was pretty good. So
It was pretty damn good,
Yeah.
man.
I think that's the first
It was
DC
solid.
that's like been hit
Yeah.
out of the park yet. And
Yeah.
I think they nailed it pretty good. So
Yeah. Oh, that'd be crazy if that's like their kryptonite.
Right?
Like, telling male stories, you know, they can't do it.
yeah,
That's
maybe
it.
they just
That's all
trade
one.
characters. We're going to give you the entire female population.
There you go. Oh, man. That'd be crazy. But what do you think, man? Like, have you followed them at all?
I don't know. I don't know hardly anything about them.
Yeah, I don't. I question. I don't know. I question how popular that will be. It feels like a flop, but like I said, grumpy old man.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm calling it. Hot take.
So the director they have signed on, Gina Price by the Wood, is I guess her name.
That's not her real name.
That's her by the name. That's her name.
She made that up.
I'm pretty sure maybe that's her surname. Maybe,
By the wood.
yeah. She kind
Why
of
buy it? You can get it for free. Wait, what? Never mind. That was a horrible joke.
We're leaving it
Staying
in.
in.
That's gold.
She said she's trying to make a movie that's Thelma and Louise meets Midnight Run. So she wants to tell a story of two damaged women who are at war with each other but need each other to survive. So I mean, that's a pretty strong.
So it's like Fight Club for chicks. Is
Yep.
that what you're saying?
That makes sense.
Girl Fight with Michelle Rodriguez. Did you ever see that one?
No, but
like her. I
but,
think
but
one
you
of her
said
first
girl
films-
fight and Michelle Rodriguez together. I'm interested already. I'm intrigued.
I can think of a couple people that think exactly the same.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that'd be cool. Like, I don't know anything about these characters, and if
I don't
the
either.
temperature of the room on those characters is accurate to what everybody else is
Yeah.
out there, like that might be one that they can just do whatever the hell they want, and it's gonna be okay. Like as
Yeah.
long as they make it a good
Yeah.
movie,
Yeah.
like people will go watch it because nobody knows anything about them.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And I mean, I'm sure there's gonna be the diehard fans that are gonna, complain about something like I would be complaining about something with X-Men stuff, but I mean, I think there's a lot more people that don't know anything about them. So, I mean, they might sneak away a hit here.
Yeah, I think I think you're right. I mean, there's so many characters out there, and when they finally pick up one, like Cloak and Dagger's coming out on Freeform TV show, I'm pretty sure there's some diehard Cloak and Dagger fans out there. They're like, nope, wrong. Sorry guys, missed the boat on this one.
Wait. What Cloak and Dagger are we talking about?
Cloak and Dagger. There are a couple of Marvel characters.
That's not the Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah,
I was-
nope.
I mean, I thought we were going Dabney Coleman for a minute.
Yeah,
but
no.
You're skewing off into comics. Okay,
Yeah, no.
I'll catch you up there in a minute.
Still in the comic book realm.
Yeah. Hang on, let me drink my Ensure.
Yeah.
And I'll get back on track.
It's okay. We'll catch you up.
Yeah,
we'll
all
catch
right.
you up. But yeah, so that's supposed to be in there. But there's definitely going to be some diehard fans out there that are going to see exactly the same. Like,
Yeah, like
done. Don't do it. Like, but
it could be cool. It could be cool. I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll wait for a preview. We'll touch on it again.
yeah. What else you got?
I don't want to talk about Dark Phoenix. Speak your mind, Eric.
Okay, basically they've signed on some characters that have been. I don't know if I wouldn't call them fan favorites, and the fact that they're even bringing them back, they have such like a large pool of characters to pull from.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know
do.
why they would bring back these three characters. Well, two of them, Toad and Ink. I don't know if you remember Ink from Days of Future Past. I think was the last time Ink was in, and I don't know if I think he was the one where he can turn things poison or something. I don't know. I don't know much about Ink.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, and then they have Luna, which is coming in, and I really don't know much about Luna. Do you, John?
No, not a lot.
No?
Not
No.
anything at all, actually.
Nothing at all?
No.
I'm assuming moon-based. Whoa! But that's just me.
That's just some Spanish humor is what that is.
Yeah.
Like,
Just the simple translation there. We're not going to get complicated.
Oh, it's Luna Maximoff. So another.
Oh, now it makes so much sense.
yeah.
Which who does Luna become? I don't know who Luna Maximoff becomes, but I know Luna Maximoff is sister possibly to Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch,
Possibly.
I don't know. Oh no, wait a minute. She's the daughter of Quicksilver and Crystal. I don't know who Quicksilver is. I mean, Crystal. I know who.
You better know. Who
That's just
Quicksilver
like
is.
some lady that worked down at the diner, right? I mean,
Yeah.
just Crystal from the diner.
Who's Crystal, John?
No idea.
No idea. Okay. So Quicksilver, yeah, we know who that guy is, but don't know who Crystal is.
Wow, we're
But,
bringing out the marquee players for this
I know.
one, aren't we?
I know. I don't know why they could flesh out these other characters so much more, and then they just throw them in there randomly.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. We'll get some other characters. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be cannon fodder. You know, just like, oh, hey, Luna, and then boom, bullet through the head or something. I don't know. But yeah, I guess we got more mutants out there, so
Of
we'll
course.
see.
It's going to get super convoluted. I mean, it's already
It's already pretty bad.
stupid right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I don't care. They've messed this up so bad already. I don't care about it anymore. And we'll see.
John's
I
been
mean,
burned.
Jessica Chastain's going to be in it, so I might have to watch it, but I'm not going to like it.
Wait, was she? You caught my interest. Yeah. But you have to quantify it. What's she doing?
No idea. I don't know. They still haven't said
Oh
anything
no,
about.
she's playing. What's her name?
Did they confirm
Shiria,
something?
or what's her name?
Oh wait, I did see something.
Yes, I think you're right.
I saw that the other day.
Sorry, I'm not good on everything.
Lilandra.
Yes, there
Supposed to be
you go.
Lilandra of the Shi'ar Empire.
There you go.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, that would be cool. And I'm kind of excited for that. But I mean, I'm not like excited for this movie. Like it's one of the ones that really, if I didn't go to the theater to watch it at all, like I'd be fine. I'm just going to like watch it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I'll catch it when I catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, bringing Jessica Chastain in feels like bringing Mark Wahlberg into the Transformers. Like, it's still a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
at this point.
Heck yeah. Yeah. It's like, it's not a,
Yeah.
not
not
really,
gonna- yeah.
It's not going to improve anything. So,
No, this is not highbrow cinema we're talking about at this point.
yeah. And it sucks because the more it moves to that direction, the more like that comes out for X-Men, it's just moving into like things like Transformers. Where
Right.
it doesn't
It's a
even
cash
matter
grab
anymore.
at this point,
Yeah.
which is disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, Stewart or McAvoy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. There's so many good stories with the X-Men. It's
Right.
This is really terrible. I don't like it.
And see, here's the thing. Like, I don't understand why they never like attempted to do like break-offs of the X-Men. Like, why does it always have to be the same core, always
Yeah.
around Professor X, Wolverine? Like, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. Like, why don't you do some breakouts? Like, I mean, they did it with Wolverine to some degree, and I
Yeah.
thought in most cases it worked. Like, Logan's phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they nailed it then. Like, why don't they do that with some of the other characters?
Yeah.
There's
Well, I
some
mean, they
really
did,
good
like-
stories you can tell if
Yeah.
you go outside of that core.
Yeah, no, I think that's why I think First Class worked too. Like I enjoyed that one. Like that one was pretty good.
Yeah, kinda.
You know, because
Yeah.
they brought in. I mean, Wolverine wasn't in that for all what he was in there for
A
like
couple
2
minutes.
seconds.
Yeah, yeah, it was not much.
Like,
Yeah.
but that was perfect. Like
Yeah.
it,
Show your claws. Go away.
done. But yeah, I mean, it helped because you got to explore some different characters. You got
Right.
like a little bit different storylines of what can happen, and
Right.
like now it's just back to the same. And man, I don't know. Well, I mean, Wolverine's not going to be in this one though, right? Or
No, he's done, right?
he's done. I think he's done. Or he's supposed to be at least. So
Yeah.
maybe they could, but I doubt it. I think at this point it's
Yeah.
gone too far. I think you're exactly right. It's just
Yeah.
a money grab.
Yeah.
They're not looking to do a really good story. They're just trying to cram in as many special effects as they can, and then that's it.
Right.
And it
Right.
sucks because this is like one of my favorite X-Men storylines that
Right.
they're just using the title for, and then they're just
Yeah.
gonna throw it away.
And here's the question: like, without Hugh Jackman, like, if you take him out of that,
Yeah.
what marquee do you have left in that franchise? Like, is that
yeah.
why you're looking at Jessica Chastain? Are you looking to bring other
Yeah.
people in? Like, because that's a
Yeah.
big hole. As far as I'm concerned, that's the majority of that franchise is
Yeah.
Wolverine. So if you take that out of play,
Yeah,
I don't know what
you
you're
end
left
up
with.
Yeah, you don't really have a whole lot because everybody else, all the other characters, I don't think are very big actors yet. You know, like even
Right.
Sophie Turner, who's playing
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey, like
Who I'm surprised you forgot the name of there for a second.
because I mean, mine. I'm also thinking of like Sansa in Game of Thrones.
yeah.
Like, so she's popular, but you know, I don't think she's at the point where she carries the weight of a film.
Yeah.
So if they're
Yeah.
bringing in Jessica Chastain and they have James McAvoy, it feels like it'll be a story more about Xavier and Alondra, you know, more than anything else, which might work. But I mean, I don't know. I just don't have any confidence that it will,
No.
or that they're going to do the right thing with it.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll see.
Well, and I don't want them to get into the trap where they're trying to replicate what Logan was, right?
Yeah.
Where you take a Professor X and X-Men, whoever,
Yeah.
and off into this story arc. Like, I don't think they're going to be able to repeat that.
Yeah. No, that wouldn't be good.
There's just no way. Although I would like to see the little girl from Logan come back. I would love
Oh,
to see
yeah.
her.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
full movie
man.
for her. Like, she was amazing. I was blown away by her performance.
Yeah. That was dumb. Like,
good.
I think they are going to bring her back, but they can't bring her back into this one because it's set in the 90s. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
They're going to figure that one out. Although, we sent Wolverine back in time, so I don't know
That's
why
true.
we can't send somebody in the future. Like,
Yeah.
what the-
Yeah.
it's going to happen. She'll probably appear in a post-credit scene.
I mean,
Yeah.
Cable's
you go.
coming out
Yeah.
in Deadpool, so
Yeah. That'd
like
be
if
crazy.
anybody's gonna mess with time travel and continuity, it's gonna be Cable. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that could definitely happen.
That's true.
Yeah, it could happen. They're just going to mash them all together. At the end of Dark Phoenix, you're going to see Deadpool and Cable walk on the screen and just say, y'all are still here? Y'all need to go.
I'd be okay
Wait
with
for the
that.
next movie.
I'm okay with that.
Guess
That's
so.
awesome.
If we have a Deadpool scene right after that where he's taking a shower and talking shit on the whole thing.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You know, I think it'd be awesome if
great.
they actually had Keira Knightley come in just for like one scene or something, because he's like, oh yeah, we got Keira Knightley to play Cable at the end of the first one. Yeah. I thought that'd be awesome.
I would not put it past him either
Yeah.
to try to do that for just a tiny cameo, and I would watch it just for that. Honestly, I would.
Especially now since how huge it got. I'm pretty sure at the time nobody would be like, no way. But I think now, I don't know. She seems cool, but I don't know.
mean,
I
who
don't know her
knows?
personally. Do you know?
Well, not in the way you're talking. Probably.
Oh, okay.
Intimately, not personally. So, I don't know.
Right on.
I don't surf those sites anymore.
Not in, at least the last 12 hours.
No.
Right on. So last bit of news we got, Hellboy, the reboot is happening. We talked about it a little bit before. The actual title of it was The Rise of the Blood Queen. But I think they're going to drop that Sir title and just go with maybe just Hellboy. But Mila Jovovich of Fifth Element and Resident Evil fame will be playing the Blood Queen. What do you think, Matt?
Yes, to that part.
Yes, please.
Yes, yes, more of that all day long. I'm more concerned about the Hellboy side of it. I thought Perlman was fantastic in that part. I thought he was a great fit for it. So
Yeah.
I'm concerned about how you replace him. So that's the side I worry about.
Yeah. Did you see Stranger Things?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The what's his name? The sheriff. He's playing Hellboy.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't know if I could see it. Like,
I don't know,
man.
Because Ron Perlman was a spot on Hellboy.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Which sucks
It was
because
perfect.
in real life, that's just the way he looks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Like seriously, like without the makeup, he still looks like Hellboy. Like
Yeah.
it's really kind of unfortunate for him.
Yeah. Well,
But-
and I mean, even the mannerisms, like him
Yeah.
smoking the cigars and stuff, like you totally expect to see Perlman just step out and just be puffing a cigar like that.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
perfect. So,
yeah.
It's funny
I mean,
because I think
physical
Ron
presence too.
Yeah,
like-
I think just Ron Perlman in general is just Hellboy manifested. Because even in what is it, Pacific Rim, he played
Yeah.
Hellboy pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. I like the director. The director's done a few things. He did The Descent a while back, so he's done some horror stuff.
Wait, the original Descent?
No, the remake one, the one in was it the 90s or the 2000s?
Yeah, the one that they did a sequel to. Yeah. Okay.
So he did that, and he's done a couple Game of Thrones episodes. He did the ones where the Night's Watch battle the wildlings, and then I think the one where Prince Joffrey dies. Spoiler alert. Or King Joffrey.
Well, now it's too late. You can't say it and then say.
You're not spoiling anything. For me.
Yeah, okay. But either way, I think it'll be pretty cool. I don't know. I want to see his take on it. I think we'll just have to see. But
Every once in a while, I get surprised. I didn't think Heath Ledger would ever make a good Joker.
Dude.
And I was blown away.
yeah,
So
I was just watching this show about him the other day on how like he was getting into the role and everything
Yeah.
that he was doing. Like there's some documentary coming out about him soon, and talking about like how he prepared for that, and that was his big break moment.
Yeah, it really was. Did they talk? So I've seen something too. Did they talk about the reason he licks his lips the whole time through that?
Oh yeah. Is it because of the makeup kept coming
Yeah,
off?
yeah.
So he
There was
kept-
they had the prosthetics they had. It had like some tape glue stuff that went over his lips, and it kept coming undone. And so he's actually like re-sticking it, and that's why he licks his lips the whole time.
Yeah.
But
it's such a
perfect.
perfect click.
Yes,
Like-
it absolutely works. And the story I heard was that the director actually tried to get him to stop doing it. He was like, no, don't leave your makeup alone. And then somebody went back and watched the footage, and they're like, oh no, leave that in. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Like, it's perfect. So it's stuff like that. It just makes you
Yeah.
go, wow, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, heck yeah. I can't even. That like ruins so many other villains. Like when you start
Oh, really?
like, comparing it, like
Yeah.
dude, just ridiculous.
I can't ever think of the Joker again without putting that face to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's iconic, man. It's
yeah,
amazing.
for sure.
And nobody expected it. That was the amazing thing. Like everybody was like, come on. Really?
Yeah. The 10 things I hate about you, guy. Like
Yeah.
make the Joker.
Exactly.
Like
First night? Really?
Yeah.
We're going there? Okay.
Hey man, that's a good movie too. Don't
All
just settle
right.
that.
It is. But it's totally different.
Yeah,
It's
no,
the
for
same.
sure.
Different level.
Yeah. No, I think there's a couple things that ruin that movie for me. One is, I think as the trilogy progresses, what's his name? American Psycho. Christian Bale.
Yeah.
American
Psycho. Oh, we can go into that all day long. That's one of my favorites.
Did you see part 2 with what's her name? Mia.
With Kunis?
Yes.
Yeah.
We won't
yeah.
talk about that.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's a throwaway.
Yeah. But yeah, Christian Bale's like his girdle or talk as Batman.
got worse and worse.
Worse and worse.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, why wouldn't anybody tell him?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they told Bane right away that he didn't sound great, and so they had to fix it. Like, I just don't know. Like, and then Maggie Gyllenhaal being, coming back, covering for Katie Holmes. I think
Yeah.
those two, like, if they would have fixed that, if they would have fixed those, I think it would have been a perfect movie. But
Yeah.
as far as Heath Ledger by himself, I think that's freaking amazing. Like,
Yeah.
ugh,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
crazy.
Anyway,
All right. That's
enough about
talk.
people ruining roles that you can't have
Yeah.
anybody else play ever again because they did it so well.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's that time of the year. High schools are starting back up again.
School
here soon.
in general. is
School
starting.
in general. Yeah. So
Good. I can start dating again.
Yeah. Yeah. You keep getting older. They stay
cut
the
that
same
out.
age.
Cut that out, Jonathan.
It's
No
staying in.
evidence. No evidence, please.
I guess the rules are different in Colorado. So we thought we'd talk about some of the things that we really enjoyed. High school, college time for us. Actually, no, it's probably
Middle school, high school.
middle school, high school time for maybe you.
For what are we talking
The
about?
90s.
90s.
Oh, the 90s. Junior high school?
Yeah.
College? Yeah.
Yeah, right on. So all in the same wheelhouse for all of us. Our favorite comic book, sci-fi-ish movies. Not sci-fi-ish, more comic book adaptations of movies during the 90s.
Right. So the list I pulled for us was all comic book adaptations.
Yes.
So
What
what were we watching back in the 90s? That's the big question.
Yes.
Baywatch.
Oh, well,
Oh, yeah.
But just the opening credits.
Oh, yeah. After that, it's pure garbage.
So with that, what
They
about
should
Barbed
just run
Wire?
all the time. Hey, are you picking at my list, Jonathan?
I'm
Stay away from my list over there.
Is that one?
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
So we're going to talk about each of our individual top 5 picks for the flicks of the 90s comic book edition.
Now, wait. You said top 5, but are we talking, this is the 90s, so
Yeah.
we could easily say top 5 shittiest.
Yeah, that's true,
Or
too.
are we really
yeah.
saying best? Because I chose crap.
Okay. Okay.
Because I don't think there were any good ones, honestly, in the
Okay.
90s.
Well,
I think we're gonna end up touching on like almost every single one of these movies.
think
so
so,
I think
too.
we should just go.
Probably.
Okay. Then let's start in no particular order. John, what did you want to come up with?
Come up with?
Or I'm sorry, not that you're creating this on the spot, but like just in general.
Manifest something for us.
I'm so like making this up on the spot.
Okay.
Okay. First one I gotta mention, just because it's one of the ones that I think just sparked an interest for me, and like I guess like it's not even a real superhero movie. It's just somebody who's like a hero, and it's kind of a corny movie when you really think about it. But The Rocketeer. Like it was just one that like it just hit a good spot, man. Like I was at a moment in time in my life where I was like, that'd be cool. I want to fly. Like, why can't I fly?
Yeah,
And then
why
here's
not
this
me?
dude with a backpack flying around, like being a hero. I was like, I could do that. I can fly. Like, I'll be that thing. So, dude, Rocketeer for me, first one off the bat.
Off the
like,
bat.
that's one of my favorite ones. Like, even going back to now, and it's kind of campy. It's kind of, I guess, tongue in cheek as well. Like, it knows what it is, and it doesn't pretend to be something else. And I love that about it. That's what I mean. That.
Yeah.
I think is a theme that's continued throughout my life. That's one of the things that I just keep going back to. Like, don't try to be something super amazing or philosophical or, super action packed if you're not. Just be what you are and make it good.
Damn. That is a really deep answer to like the craziest, like the one I'm gonna say is it's nothing compared to that.
I'm sorry, you asked me to go first. So.
I know. Okay, I think we're in the show now.
I started a list, and Jonathan has an essay response for this. Like, it's well prepared.
I know. He's like, I'm just gonna go this off the top of my head.
I could have studied this on the plane. I'm not ready.
Well,
We're going to pause this podcast and come back tomorrow.
Brief intermission.
Pick up later.
All right, man. That's a tough act to follow, sir. What do you got?
So I get to pick any? We're saying no particular order?
No particular order.
particular
Just
order.
like
What do you like? What do you want?
I gotta save the good ones for last. Then I'm gonna go with a level of cheese that we had not seen previous to this, and that's steel. Like,
ooh, yeah.
anytime you can bring Shaq into the picture, I mean,
That was Shaq in his heyday, man. Like,
was.
because he was doing chips blue chips.
Yeah, blue chips.
What else was he? Shazam was shortly after.
Yep.
You know, so we definitely got the most Shaq in a Shaq movie ever.
Yeah.
You know, but you know what? I still. It has nothing to canon, but it's still enjoyable. I dig it.
I still enjoy watching it. I think it's crap, but if it comes on, like if I catch it, I'm not turning it off.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you watched it recently?
Yes, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Where have you been able to watch it? Because like every single opportunity that I have to see it, it's in super horrible quality, and I just can't.
Oh yeah, no, it's so I get like all the pay channels, but like 90% of them are like standard def. Like there's only like 6 that are high def, and that's where it comes on. Dude, I'll watch it in 4:3. I'll letterbox it. I don't give a
I
shit.
think that's
like,
the
it's
only
awesome.
way that movie exists.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I cannot find it in like in theater release format. Like it's
Yeah.
always like made for TV.
Yes, yes. Edited for time and content.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
I just bought this DVD. Why is this?
I got news for you. If you edit it for content, it would be like 8 minutes long. So
Yeah.
let's just leave it as it is.
That's awesome.
Oh man, that's good. All right. Well,
Give us one.
So
Eric.
what do you got, Grandmaster?
one.
What do you bring to the table?
actually, I'm gonna go original Judge Dredd on this.
Stallone.
Stallone, man. I am the law.
Yeah.
What you do with the 3 shells? Who knows? But man, I don't know. When I saw that movie, the original, the first time, like I really did enjoy that. You know, actually, and I say the 3 shells, but that was Demolition Man. I don't even know what movie I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I know. I almost went, yeah, Wesley Snipes. Like, wait a minute.
No, wait a
That's
minute.
not-
What's
that's
the size was in a Judge Dredd?
That's not right.
Yeah, but I still think like going back to it, like
He loves it so much he doesn't remember what happened in it.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
I think it's
Sandra Bullock was amazing.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I think I'm thinking of Demolition Man. Maybe I really don't like
remember
Judge
that
Dredd
one.
as much as I thought I did. But no, I think it sets up a good precedent for how not to do the movie, because the remake that they did with Carl Urban,
yeah.
freaking phenomenal,
Yeah.
man. That one killed so hard.
Yeah, I think maybe you're letting some of the feelings from that one bleed into
think
like
so.
the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I think it just because it's so over the top and so terribly acted, I think that's why I enjoy it. It's like it really is a guilty pleasure.
It's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
absolutely ridiculous.
Isn't that when they have like the giant garbage can, or like he goes into the like disposal area, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't remember. I can't remember that movie.
That,
hardly
I
at
think
all.
that's actually Demolition Man also.
I don't even know.
Oh, the underground?
Yeah.
Where Dennis Leary hangs out? I actually remember that movie pretty well.
Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Look, the other one, one of my favorites, Blade.
Oh, yeah.
That was on my list.
Oh,
too.
now I can talk about Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
Now we're bringing him up.
All right.
Dude, I mean, it's a great one, dude. Like vampires, and you have this guy who's part vampire, but still like has things he can do as a human.
Yeah.
Like that was freaking legit, man. I think that was probably one of the first movies that I watched that really exposed me to that much violence. Like I didn't realize you could have that much violence in a movie. I was like,
Yeah,
whoa.
it was actually surprisingly dark for that,
Yeah.
for that
Yeah.
time period.
Yeah, and for something that's based off of like Marvel and like their comic lines and stuff like that. And so, I mean, I think I remember back in the day, like remembering that it was kind of like it's supposed to be like kind of like a hero comic book type movie, but I didn't really know anything about it.
Yeah.
And, I think my parents knew anything about it because I don't think they would have let me watch it. But even in high school, like which should have been okay for me to do whatever the hell I wanted, my parents would have objected at least.
Yeah.
I don't think they could have controlled the fact that I wanted to go watch it and did go watch it, but I don't think it would have been with their approval.
Well, it was the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was awesome. I just loved seeing like him go to town and go crazy, just killing a bunch of vampires. That was freaking cool.
Yeah.
That was exciting. Exciting times.
I think that was one of the first really like successful like dark comic adaptions. Like before that, I don't think there was one, and there wasn't much after that for a long time either. Really, honestly, until like Nolan really knocked it out of the park with Batman stuff.
The one because right after I want to say Blade was first in 90. It's 98. I know Blade is 98, but I think it was right before Matrix came out, and Matrix is the other one that was like just kind of
Yeah.
had that same kind of feel. Like, I mean, everybody's in leather, but everything's really dark. And but I think Blade won up the level of violence and like dark comedy, because there's a lot of points that are supposed to be funny or that are funny, and I mean, you still laugh at them to this day, but they're not
kid friendly.
It's like a ha joke, right?
Yeah.
And and then like when Matrix came out, that completely blew me away. But I think it was like right on the heels of Blade coming out, and that's freaking cool.
That was it's interesting that you picked the 90s for this, because that was an interesting transitionary time where some of those things started to develop and grow. I thought it was a really exciting time for movies at that point. I mean, stuff like The Matrix, which made you think. There's some amazing stuff started turning around.
What was next for you, man?
Let's see. So let's go with Meteor Man.
Oh yeah,
Not this one. I mean, come on. Anytime you can get Townsend and Cosby together to do stupid stuff in tights, I mean, what? Come on.
That's like, I remember seeing promos for that like round the clock always. Like
they promoted the hell out of it.
Had a ton.
And I can't remember, was what show did Robert Townsend have a show during that time?
A television show?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Or if it did, it wasn't one I watched.
I feel like he did. I feel like he was on some show during that time, and I always remember seeing it.
All right, everybody Google.
Okay, everybody.
Google all at once. We're gonna edit for time and content later on. Don't worry about it. I don't know. Townsend directed this stupid thing too. Like he was all over it. Dude, I don't know. I'm Googling on my phone.
Yeah. He's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like a lot of movies he's credited with.
Yeah,
right before that, kind of like late 80s.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
He was on the show called The Parenthood.
Oh, I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
What channel was that on?
I'm not too sure. I remember seeing
The
it.
WB.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't see it.
No, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I watched that show. I don't know.
Really?
I used to watch a lot of TV back in the day.
Guess so.
Yeah.
It actually has decent. I mean, 7 out of 10 on IMDb. That's not bad for
Yeah, no kidding.
a
Right?
show on WB in the 90s.
Dude, Townsend Television was on in 1993. That was like a 8.3 rating.
I don't even remember that.
Son of a bitch.
Right?
Were we watching this guy? We didn't even know.
I don't remember seeing any of that.
Should have been.
I never seen any of that.
Right on, man. Good,
Meteor Man, though.
good pick, man. What is I remember them calling him a couple times, and man, I bits and flashes of this movie come back to me.
I know that's my problem. Like, I don't remember it well because I haven't seen it recently. But
Yeah.
I remember, like, I remember when I saw it the first time, I thought it was totally ridiculous. Mm-hmm. But I loved it. It's like it was so stupid. It's like I gotta watch it again because it's just retarded, and I have to continue.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's damn it. That's good. I like it.
What about you, man? What you got? What you got next?
I think for me, I'm gonna go Dick Tracy on this.
I almost chose that one. That's fantastic. I love it. I love Dick Tracy.
Man, it's so damn good. Like it really, like that whole noir style. Like I've always
way they
really,
colored
really dug. The color, man, stand out, and they had everybody in it. I think Pacino was in it. Madonna was in it.
Yeah.
Who?
Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty.
Yeah.
Who was the kid? I can't remember what the kid's name was. But I remember thinking, like, damn, that's how it is when you grow up, huh? You just get some awesome-ass car.
Yeah.
Get
Everything
to talk to
changes.
your watch.
Yeah.
You know?
And everything is colorful now.
Yeah.
We actually can talk to our watches now.
Yes.
Like it's
God.
only taken a couple of decades, but we finally got there.
Yeah, technology is circular.
Dude.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, that movie was really, really on point. And it even opened me up to like some of the earlier cartoons of Dick Tracy from way back in the day.
Yep.
Watched a whole bunch of those also. And then watching that, going back and watching like the original Superman stuff and just all of that time, just damn it, man. That movie was pretty big for me. Like I remember watching it all the time. Like, I think I wore out that VHS tape. So wow. Yeah.
Yeah, still till this day, like I'll turn around and talk to one of our coworkers that's over there with us. Like he'll just mumble through a sentence. I'll be like, "All right, mumbles."
Mumbles.
And in my head, I'm always thinking of like Dick Tracy. I don't know if anybody else gets it, but that's where my mind goes to every time.
Man.
Mumbles. Good stuff,
And
man.
then Madonna being as...
Wasn't Dick Van Dyke in that too? I thought Dick Van Dyke played God. He was like the DA or something in that.
Yeah, D.A. Fletcher.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
right
I
on.
think Hoffman was in it too, right?
Yep.
Dustin Hoffman? Mm-hmm. They had a really big cast for the
They
time.
had a great cast for this. Damn it.
A lot of those guys were in their prime at that point.
I got to go back and watch it again. Need to find that VHS. I got to find a VCR.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. You need to find a way to play that thing. 'Cause that's not going to work.
Eric's just at home pulling the tape out, holding it to the light. I see it.
It looks like Madonna.
That's right. Scene by scene.
There's a lot of other stuff that happened around that era that was a lot of fuzzy stuff going on.
Oh, yeah.
Are you talking about that scene from Basic Instinct?
No, I'm talking about
sorry.
like trying to get the channels that you weren't supposed to be getting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
It was just fuzz across the
You know
television.
what?
Manipulate that cable box.
That's something that no other generation will ever
Nope.
have.
No.
And figure out, like, maybe that's a shoulder, not too sure, you know.
Yep.
You get a
Yep.
snippet of sound for a second, man.
Oh, those were the good old days, man. That was awesome. You know, so when we first got cable at my house, it was old school, and to block the channels, they would actually on the wire on the telephone pole they would put these signal blockers, and they just screwed onto the coax.
Yes.
And so like my dad used to be a hunter. And so he used to have like
Kill the cable men.
Well, yeah, we got them as they were coming down the drive. so we had all these things to like climb trees and stuff, and I was like 13, 14 at the time, and I was like, And so I got all my dad's stuff to like climb trees, and I used them to climb the telephone pole, and I was like, oh, and I just took off the scram. I just unscrewed the scramblers and like threw them away. And I was like, free HBO. My parents were like, when did we start getting these channels? I was like, I don't know. Must have been a promo.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Promo
There
period
are
for the
no-
next few
so
years.
the funny thing was, like every like 6 months or something, the cable
Yeah.
company would come back out and they'd put the scramblers back on and go back out there. By the end of it, like after 4 years, I had this box of cable scramblers that I was just
Nice.
keeping. It's like, this is awesome. But it's stuff like that. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
like I can't
yeah,
get away
that's
with
gone.
crap. Like,
That's gone.
No, everybody's on lockdown now.
Dude.
Man.
Yeah.
It's
I finally got to pay for my stuff.
paying for the HBO now.
But I think part of it is also like appreciating like the hardships you had to go to, because like, dude, talking about VCRs tracking. Like no kids will ever understand tracking.
Yeah.
Like that was,
Yeah.
especially with one that you just could not get.
Yeah.
Like you're just gonna live with the line like of
Yeah.
like static at the bottom of your television.
Right.
Like that's how it's gonna be.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
You had that. You had you always had to adjust the vert hold on your TVs.
yeah.
The stupid picture would
Just like you
spin.
just start
like,
jumping.
woo.
Like, it's good stuff, man. All
like-
those stuff from the
Kids, you don't know how good you have it these days.
That's right. That's right. If something's broken, just hit it like an old Zenith.
Yeah.
Hit it with the palm of your hand. It's old school
stuff.
electronics, man.
so good.
Yep.
Anyway, let's do one more round, guys. One more round.
Okay.
All right.
Oh
probably-
wait, are we only doing one more round?
One
Because I
more
got
round.
like 8 more.
All right.
No,
Okay.
wait, 3 more.
Choose
I
them
can't
out.
count.
Somebody's got to
Okay.
make the cut.
Okay, so top of your list, I guess.
All right. So I had to choose this one, and I've never even seen it, but it's got to be awesome. And it's called Killer Condom.
Oh my god!
It was
I
on
knew
the-
you were going
it
to choose
was
that
on
one.
the
I
list.
felt it. I felt it in my heart of hearts.
I bet you felt it. I bet you felt something about the Killer Condom. I mean, it just... come on, man. Like...
That is, yeah. I kind of clicked on that one just to see what the hell is going on, but it
It has a higher
kinda-
rating than Meteor Man, so I don't know. You might be onto something.
I'm a
here.
visionary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
so
is ridiculous.
I don't recognize anyone in the cast. It's got just a crappy IMDb rating, but it looks like an awesome B movie. Like I'm just thinking, I have to see it. It's got to be one of those that's so bad it's good. That's the
has
only
to be.
thing I can assume. So I don't know. I'm gonna go watch it. I'll report
the
back.
tagline is amazing. The rubber that rubs you out.
That's right.
oh my god!
That is amazing.
Look, I feel like eventually we're gonna do another B movie episode with Cody. So you need to watch that movie. Record yourself.
I'll call in and report back.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
let us know what
Yeah.
your thoughts are, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
we'll definitely have to
I'm
do
going to
to
put this on lockdown. We're going to get this taken care of.
Nice.
Because the world needs to be exposed to killer condom. That's what, I mean, just it.
I think this goes down into there is a subgenre of killer genitalia that's out there. Have you seen the movie called Teeth?
I knew that's where you were going. I knew
Jonathan,
that's where you were going.
Wait, I want to know how you make the link between teeth and genitalia, because that's just scary on like 3 different
That's
levels.
exactly
no.
what the premise of this movie is.
Lord.
It's actually the female version of this.
Oh.
Wait a minute. Yeah. So
I have to go make a rental.
yeah. Well, I don't know if you definitely. It's definitely
to
worth
get it
the
on
watch.
Laserdisc.
Yes. Actually, and I think Teeth came out in the late 2000s.
Late 2000s. This is a
Yeah.
fairly recent movie.
Yeah, it's more
okay.
recent, but definitely check it out.
right.
I think it's right up your alley
That sounds awesome.
or down your alley, whichever way you like to go.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a little sideways sometimes.
Sideways your alley. All right, John, what do you got? Last pick.
Last pick. Okay, I got to go with a classic for me. Teenage Mutant Ninja
I knew you were going to
Turtles.
say
Yeah.
that. Which
Dude,
one, though?
The first one, the
Oh,
original.
okay, right on.
Like all of them are good. I still love them all. When they came out with the Blu-ray set, because I think that was the first time they released them on Blu-ray, where it came in the pizza box, or it looks like a pizza box.
Oh, I remember
Each
that.
one looks like a
Yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
And dude, I was all over that to get it right away, because dude, I love those movies. Those movies were so good. I remember, still to this day, I have a clear memory of driving up to the drive-in in California, like, because it was rare that our parents took us to go see movies. Like, if we could afford
Yeah.
it, we would go.
Yeah.
So that was one of the ones that they were like, we begged. We were gonna go watch that movie, and got to the theater, drove up like in the drive-in, and just watched Ninja Turtles. And I remember like being blown away. Like, it was so freaking cool, man.
best
Like,
thing ever, yeah.
like grew up with the cartoons. Like, watched all of them. Watched every single episode. I feel like when I was a kid. So like
Yeah.
watching it come to life, that was legit.
Nice.
This is one of my favorites all time.
Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah,
Damn it.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's definitely a good one.
All right. Well, I think out of all of them, I don't know. I think you're on point. I think one was the better than all of the other ones.
Yeah.
Two,
Secret of the Ooze was cool.
It was good.
It had Keno,
Yeah.
the
Pizza Man.
Pizza Man, and I thought that was cool.
yeah.
Like, it was a cool spin on it.
Yeah.
And dude, 3 was fun just because it was like time travel. That was one that was a little like goofier and a little
Oh, that was super
little
goofy.
more campy. But
I think
it
they
was still
definitely
fun.
they had definitely had a lot of banana peel slipping sounds in that one.
It did have a lot. Yeah.
I know in the first one, Casey Jones turns into a freaking badass. Now he's come out like in a few shows where he's the villain and he plays a super dark dude. Like he comes at it pretty rough, but
Elias Codius.
yeah, I see him randomly as a few villains here and there, so he's cool. Okay, my last pick for me is Spawn. And,
I knew you were gonna go there. I was like waiting for you to say that one. It's
oh
awesome.
man,
That's a good one.
Martin Sheen is in it.
John Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo, and what's the main actor's name? I think he's come on in a few.
Michael
things.
something,
Michael, yeah, you're on point. Michael Jai White.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep. And he's come out in a lot of things. He came out in the recent reboot of, I think he did a Legacy, like Mortal Kombat Legacy, where he plays Jax, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think, man, they had him in something. He was a Black Dynamite. If you ever see that movie,
Oh yes, yes.
that movie is amazing.
That's right.
But definitely check out Spawn if you haven't seen it. That really opened my eyes up to the comic book, going back to the comic series, because Todd McFarlane did it. He also did the Max on MTV. What was it? Liquid Television was doing the Max show side by side with Eon Flux.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I forgot about it. You know,
Yeah, and then I think they had like this oddities block on MTV where it was just a bunch of weird cartoon series. They were based on comic books. So man, like that really started it off for me. So definitely Spawn is up there for me. You know, it's a little bit ridiculous. I'm excited to see what they do with the reboot on it.
They're rebooting Spawn.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, and I think Todd McFarlane is funding it all by himself. So I mean, he
Oh,
makes
wow.
like $80 million a year or something like that just on his merchandise. So I think he's okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, honestly, if he's controlling it himself, like that sounds like a good
pretty
play.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know they were
playing
doing
Spawn?
that. I'm stoked.
Has he mentioned anything about actors or anything like that?
I think so. Give me a second. Let me find out.
Who would you have to? Oh, you know what? I want Idris Elba to do it.
That's exactly what I was
Ooh,
thinking
that's a good
about.
one.
That's
Yeah,
exactly why I was
dude.
asking.
Heck yeah. That guy just tears up any part he gets, man. It
Yeah.
just doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I watched The Dark Tower this past
You did?
weekend. Yes.
Oh God, I want to see it so bad, but
good.
I'm scared.
It's
Is
good.
it?
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Did you read the books? All of them?
I didn't. See, and that's the thing. It's like
Did you read them?
Yeah, dude.
Really?
Years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. See, and I think they did part a little bit from it. So I there's been some bad reviews, but I think
Well,
it's
it's
because
not. It's not supposed. It's supposed to be after. It's supposed to be
Okay.
after the books.
Ah.
Yeah. So, not to give too much away, but the Dark Tower is kind of cyclical.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
And so it's always kind of restarting and rebooting. So,
Gotcha.
like, my understanding is that it's another. It's
Another
just
cycle.
another iteration of that cycle.
Gotcha.
So
Matrix.
it's not kind of yeah kind
That's
of
crazy.
yeah. So I don't think it's supposed to be reflective of the books, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
But to me, because so that book series stretched out over many years, like probably like 15 to 20 years.
Yeah.
That he stretched those out, and so for me, it's iconic because I followed them along, and it's like each time one came out, oh, I'm gonna go read it, and then it's a year, 2 years, 3 years for the next one. So I'm scared to go see it because
Yeah.
it's a part of my like we were talking about 90s movies, right? Like it's a
Yeah.
part of my 90s, that's part of my growth.
Yeah.
So I'm scared to death. But then it's got Idris Elba,
Yeah.
and McConaughey actually looks awesome
Yeah.
in it
Yeah.
too. So I'm like, man, I want to go see it, but I don't want it to ruin my entire childhood of the Dark Tower. Like, it's
Yeah,
just-
no, I mean,
don't
I thought
know.
it was good. I didn't know anything about the book series. I have no clue, but man, it had it's got a good plot. Like the plot line does its job. It moves along. It gives you something to kind of like think about. Everybody acted in it was amazing.
Really?
Like, yeah, McConaughey on there freaking. I think he really blew it out of the water. Idris Elba is to his standard, it's not any less, but it's not like a super spectacular role for him. I think he did a great job, but it wasn't he blows you out of the water.
Yeah.
I think he does as good as he normally does, which is great.
Right.
And the kid in there I thought was pretty good too. I think they did a good job casting that kid. It does feel like it's geared toward a slightly younger audience, but not you're not trying to aim for middle school, high school kids.
Right.
But enough so that they can understand it and kind of know what's going on and keeping up, so it doesn't get anything crazy on it. But they hit a lot of those points that I thought makes a good movie for everybody to watch.
That's cool. That's cool.
So-
I'm definitely gonna have to see it.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for somebody to actually
Yeah.
somebody not on Google to go. No, dude, I really sat down and watched it.
Yeah.
It was pretty rad. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
So I'll
Yeah.
go see.
No,
I'll go see it.
It was pretty cool. And I was scared because I went with my friend Sean, and right as we were sitting down, he was in the theater. We'd already got tickets. We're getting ready to sit down in the seats, and he looked it up on IMDb. He was like, I wonder what kind of rating it's got, and he was like, it's 18%. And I was like,
Yeah.
what? I was like, well, too late. We're already here.
Yeah.
And I'm hungry. So
Hey, worst
I'm gonna
case
order
scenario,
some
you
food.
walk out, man. I walked out of a movie before. This sucks. I'm out.
Yeah, no, but it was really good. And my friend Sean is always one who's super hard to get a decent review out of. If he says it was okay, that usually means most people will enjoy a movie.
Right, right.
So and when we left the theater, I was like, man, I really liked it, and he was like, yeah, I liked it too. So that's a
okay.
stellar review from Sean.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'll go see it then. I'm in. I'm gonna go see it tonight. I don't know.
Right on,
Yeah,
man. Right
yeah.
on.
Take this guy with you.
I'll go to the Alamo Draft House.
Yeah.
It's a good spot. Oh, well, you say it's cyclical. Also, they are going to do a TV show also on it as well
Dark Tower?
of Dark Tower. Yeah,
Oh, those never go well.
we'll see.
Whenever a
Yeah.
Stephen King thing lands on TV, I'm just run away.
Well, I'm wondering.
man, run away.
Yeah, because I'm wondering if it's going to go the same way like Hulu did with, because Hulu's doing an adaptation of what is it called? That town, the town that all the Stephen King books are kind of like.
Oh, that's right.
Was it
Castle Rock? Yeah.
Yeah. So they're building a series that all the stories are kind of intertwined in that one town. So I don't know. It's supposed to be
That's
coming out.
interesting.
Like Steven Spielberg and Stephen King are kind of like in it. So
Oh,
yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Well, they got I think, what is it? TNT or what? Some channel has The Mist right now, which is another Stephen King.
Oh yeah. I think it is TNT.
But they departed from the book a little bit and kind of went a separate way. I mean, it's still campy crap, but it's one of the better
Yeah.
Stephen King things I've seen on TV. Most of them are just horrible.
Yeah.
Just horrible.
I mean, who knows? Like some of the stuff coming out for TV is like they're really spending some budget on there.
They are now.
pull people
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, really, that's something that I think HBO kind of.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The pay channels kind of kicked that in the ass, and now everybody's having. And then AMC started doing their stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the way you have to go now,
Yeah.
which is good for us. I mean, we get great
Yeah.
product on the TV. So
Yeah.
Some awesome stuff.
yeah.
Oh man.
Did it ever say who was any suspicion for who's going to
No.
play Spawn?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Well, we're putting in for Idris Elba.
There's still a
Idris
chance.
Elba.
Yeah, we're
So
hoping.
this is our vote.
Hashtag Spawn Idris Elba, or what's a good hashtag?
Just
for that?
make a catchy one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Tweet it out later.
I actually want to
Now
bring
it's on
back
you.
John Leguizamo for that
Back
part
for the-
too.
for the clown?
Yeah, I thought he
Ooh.
was fantastic in it.
Yeah, he did a pretty good
Yeah.
job.
Yeah, I still think he could too.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
Who would they do it now? Who's kind of like outspoken like John Leguizamo is, or kind of out there? I think John Leguizamo is still that character.
Yeah,
because
I think so.
he was just in John Wick 2, and so I think he can do it.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
For sure.
bringing it back.
All right, that's it. That's the movie. We called it.
Yep, John
right,
Leguizamo.
anyway.
And Idris Elba.
Yeah, call us. We'll help you write the script.
Yes.
Set.
right on.
right,
Well, I
guys.
think that's gonna be it for this week.
Yeah.
Man, we did it.
We did it.
Yeah,
I made it.
Yay!
Dude, thanks for coming on, man.
Man, grumpy old man is tired. Boy.
Yeah. Takes a lot out of you, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
man, this intellectual banter is.
You thought it was all fun and games.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to do this for a living, but now I'm not sure.
And that's why Eric always takes a nap halfway through the
That's
episode.
right. That's right. I'm actually stayed awake most of this time. So
Going back to my old job as jizz mopper / fluffer.
you're a double threat, sir.
That's right. We're gonna edit that out of the PG podcast. Your kids are safe. with
That's
us.
why it has the explicit tag on it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, John, leave it in.
No, thanks for having me, guys. This has been a blast. So hopefully, I'll definitely do a review on Killer Condom.
Yes.
We'll get that back to you guys, and hopefully, I make another trip down so we can do this again. It's been a
Yeah,
blast.
man. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Do you have anything going on, Matt? Are you on any social media? Like, if anybody wants to hit you up, if you want to throw your,
I'm on no social media. I am.
Right, you're off the
social
grid.
media.
Incognito. Yeah, that's the whole
Yeah.
point of moving to Colorado is just to get away from nonsense. So yeah, no, I'm actually not. But feel free to send word through these guys, and they'll snail mail it to me or
Right
some
on.
Yeah.
smoke signals
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
We'll figure
yeah.
it
Do
out,
that,
some
definitely.
location.
We have a bonfire in the back, so that hopefully you can see it all the way from.
Yeah, no, I
Colorado.
think it'll be fine. Yeah, no, it's. I mean, as long as I'm north, you can always see south, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it's fine.
I think we'll be fine.
It's from the mountain looking down. So
Right,
Yeah.
up,
that's
down.
totally
I don't
fine.
know what the difference is.
Well, right on. Well, till next time, John, where can the people find us?
People can find us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all as Kenobi's Corner. You can always go to kenobiscorner.rocks to find our SoundCloud page. Feel free to drop us a comment, send word to Matt. We'll find a way to get it to him.
There's no MySpace page. Don't even look.
no, that's out.
It's on Friendster.
It's out. Yeah. Swipe left.
Yes. And look for us on your favorite podcasting platform. Just search Kenobi's Corner. We should come up. And if not, just let us know. And we'll definitely do our best to get on there.
Dude, shout out to Xenostatica for the fan art.
Yes. Yeah, retweeted. So check out the Twitter, like if you want to check that out.
Yeah, right on. Well, until then, till next time we're out here, please enjoy yourselves and each other.